Hello everyone. This video explains a psychiatric disorder where individuals falsely believe they are infested with parasites called Ekbom syndrome or delusional parasitosis.
Imagine feeling tiny creatures crawling under your skin. You itch relentlessly, but no amount of scratching brings relief. You see fibers and specks you believe are insects, but no one else does. This is the terrifying reality for individuals living with Ekbom syndrome. This mental health condition traps them in a distressing delusion of parasitic infestation. This is not a rare phobia or a fleeting fear. It is a complex psychiatric disorder where the unshakable belief of infestation dominates thoughts and behaviors. Sufferers are convinced, despite all evidence to the contrary, that their bodies are under attack by unseen invaders. Ekbom syndrome, also known as delusional parasitosis, falls under the category of delusional disorders. These are mental illnesses where a person holds firm, false beliefs despite clear evidence contradicting them. In this case, the delusion revolves around a parasitic infestation that does not exist. People with Ekbom syndrome experience vivid and disturbing sensations. They feel crawling, biting, and stinging, often accompanied by intense itching. They may even see evidence of infestation such as tiny insects, eggs, or fibers on their skin or in their environment. The distress is very real. Their suffering is not imaginary, even though the infestation is. This makes understanding and empathy crucial for supporting those affected by this disorder. The exact causes of Ekbom syndrome remain unclear, but research suggests a complex interplay of factors. Brain abnormalities, particularly in areas responsible for sensory processing and belief evaluation, might play a role. Neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease have also been linked to Ekbom syndrome in some cases. Psychological stressors such as trauma, isolation, or major life changes can trigger or worsen the condition. Substance abuse, especially of stimulants like cocaine, can also induce similar delusional symptoms. Sometimes underlying medical conditions like allergies, skin diseases, or vitamin deficiencies can mimic the sensations, fueling the delusion. It's crucial to remember that Ekbom syndrome is not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. It is a medical condition that requires professional help and compassionate understanding. Real-life struggles. Trapped in a cycle of itch and despair. The impact of Ekbom syndrome on a person's life can be devastating. Take the case of Sarah, a young woman who became consumed by the belief that tiny insects were living under her skin. She spent hours each day picking at her skin, applying harsh chemicals, and even resorting to self-surgery in a desperate attempt to get rid of the imagined parasites. Her relationships suffered, her career was put on hold, and her mental health deteriorated as she isolated herself due to shame and fear. Another case involves John, an older gentleman who became convinced that his home was infested with mites after recovering from a severe illness. He threw away furniture, obsessively cleaned his house, and even refused to let family members visit for fear of contamination. His quality of life plummeted as his delusion consumed his every thought and action. These stories, though heartbreaking, highlight the very real suffering caused by Ekbom syndrome. They underscore the urgency of recognizing the disorder and seeking effective treatment. Behaviors driven by delusion. Recognizing the signs of Ekbom syndrome is the first step towards seeking help. People with this condition often exhibit certain characteristic behaviors driven by their delusional beliefs. Excessive scratching and picking. They may have visible sores and skin damage from constant scratching, even when no physical cause is present. Unusual hygiene rituals. They might engage in repetitive cleaning, showering, or grooming rituals, often using harsh chemicals or disinfectants. Doctor shopping. They frequently visit multiple doctors or dermatologists, seeking confirmation of their infestation, even when previous tests are negative. Social withdrawal and isolation. They tend to isolate themselves, avoiding social contact due to shame, embarrassment, or fear of spreading the imagined infestation. Self-treatment. They might resort to using pesticides, cleaning products, or other potentially harmful substances on their bodies in a futile attempt to eradicate the parasites. If you notice these signs in yourself or someone you know, it's crucial to encourage professional help immediately. Breaking free treatment and hope for Ekbom syndrome. While Ekbom syndrome can be incredibly challenging, effective treatments are available to manage the symptoms and improve quality of life. A combination of medication and therapy is usually most effective, Medications, antipsychotic medications. These medications help to regulate brain chemicals, reducing the intensity of delusions and hallucinations. Therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This therapy helps individuals identify and challenge their delusional thoughts and develop coping mechanisms to manage their anxiety and distress. Finding the right treatment plan might require patience and collaboration with mental health professionals. Early intervention and consistent treatment significantly improve the chances of managing the condition and regaining control over one's life. Seeking help, a journey back to reality. Living with Ekbom syndrome can be incredibly isolating and frightening, but there is hope. Recognizing the signs and seeking professional help are the most crucial steps towards recovery. With the right treatment and support, individuals with this disorder can manage their symptoms, reduce their distress, and lead fulfilling lives. Remember, mental health is just as important as physical health. Reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. By breaking the stigma surrounding mental illness and encouraging open conversations, we can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for those struggling with conditions like Ekbom syndrome.
And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mind-blowing psychology videos.